Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. Thanks for joining me today. It is freaking Friday. I think it's the first Friday of the new year too. That's a party and a half. Well, today we're talking about Dougherty Dozen and their 1 million subscriber party celebration. What's going on in the Dougherty Snarkity Reddit and people, what they think's going on. There's a lot to talk about today. Might even give her some credit. We'll see. We'll see if she's owed some credit. But before we get started, everybody, it is Friday. And you know what that means? If you are one of the higher tiered members on my Patreon or my YouTube, you get to be put on the wheel every Friday. And then at the last Friday of the month, everybody who's a member gets to be put on the wheel. We spin that thing and somebody wins a prize. We do a little dancey dance and then we get started. So let's go.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Katie Cox, you are the winner today. Reach out, Josh at the dadchallengepodcast.com for your prize, and I'll hook you up. Let's go. I'm recording. Okay, you guys are all, I got hit with 1 out of 40 darts. I was just ambushed. See the abuse I have to suffer at the hands of my family? Hey, just kidding. Although that last one did hurt a little bit. She hit me right in the net. Although I bought one of those other guns the other day, I don't know, for her birthday in September. And it was the rubber ball ones. And I accidentally shot her in the face and it hurt. So we don't use that gun anymore. But that was Nerf. Anyway, that was fun. All right, so let's talk about this video a bit. So the start of this whole 1 million subscriber thing is Alicia gets her thing in the mail. She gets these plaques, and you can see this plaque here. I got mine for 100,000. And YouTube gives you a plaque for 100,000, 1 million, and then 10 million, I think it is. And it's like diamond is like the highest you can get. And the plaques are just to celebrate your success on YouTube. And Dougherty Dozen gets their 1 million subscriber plaque. Now, I hesitate a lot to talk about buying subscribers because often it's just not the case. And it's really expensive. But I know there are some people out there, allegedly, that absolutely have bought subscribers and views. One of the main perpetrators, I think, of this is Tiffany Smith, which is Piper Raquel's mom. And if the court documents are correct about the whistleblowers... And if the court documents are correct about the whistleblowers and what they were saying, Tiffany had somebody on the inside. I think his name was... What was it? It wasn't Kevin. It was something like that. There was a guy on the inside of YouTube that was helping them. And if you have enough money and there's people on the inside of YouTube that have their hands on certain ways that they can, put your shit in the algorithm and everything else, I mean, the sky's the limit if you want to pay for it, right? Because Piper Raquel was making upwards of $300,000, $400,000, $600,000 a month on her channel. And it just seemed like it was the same bullshit time and time again and all that stuff. And so people have accused lots of people of buying subscribers because having a bigger number of subscribers on your channel actually will get you a lot of sponsorships. Like, the people will pay more the more subscribers you have. But that's sort of shifted, and now it's based on your CPM and your CRM rate, which means that how many people actually are engaging with your video, watching your ads and stuff like that. That's the real way of telling. But nobody knows that true number except the behind the scenes of YouTube and the creator themselves, right? So if you buy 300,000 subscribers, right, you're not going to get the engagement that says you have 300,000 subscribers. You're not going to get it because just having a subscriber doesn't equal engagement. And for Dougherty Dozen, that's what gets me. Because their engagement for 1.1 million, I think they're at right now, is really low, considering they're basically new. And I mean, the last 3 years they've been on YouTube. That is a lot of growth in 3 years, and the video views are not matching up with it. At the height of family vloggers content, like say somebody like Jess Fam or LeBrant Family, all these big YouTube vloggers, at the height of their growth, they were pulling in millions and millions of views at 1-2 million subscribers. She barely breaks 200 if she's lucky, or on a video that people are pissed at, she'll get 300,000 views on, right? And that is so low considering that she has over 1 million subscribers. So do with that information what you will. I just don't think it's legitimate. Also, you have to consider Sun and Sky Entertainment and her manager that is absolutely a crook who ripped people off of what, $22 million and spent a week in prison or something like that. So you have to consider who is behind the scenes of the Dougherty dozen. And if my whistleblowers are correct on her kids are also locked into lifetime contracts with that same person. So it's in that person's best, I forget his name, it's in Sun and Skies Entertainment's best interest for their creators to have what looks like massive growth so they can sign on other people who might have normal growth. And they'll overall make a lot of money. It's like, look, we deal with this family, we manage them, they have 1 million subscribers, and it just doesn't line up in my opinion. So do with that information what you will. We can't prove it unless someone on her inside circle tells everybody the truth. It's just not provable. Impossible. Okay? So there we go. With all that said, Dougherty dozen, something has been going on lately. A lot of conjecture on Dougherty Snarkity on Reddit about what's going on. I've been talking to some other people that were in her circle and no longer in her circle about her behavior and what it looks like. Something is going on with Alicia. Now, it could be the negative attention she's receiving from so many channels like my own that is starting to weigh on her. It could be that. It could be that she's being burnt out because she literally has the worst diet in the entire world and works 24 hours a day. Okay, this woman never rests. Either she's cooking for her family, cleaning, doing laundry, shopping, and if she's not doing those things, she hangs out with one kid every Monday for like an hour and films it, okay? And if it's not that, she's on the internet monitoring and being a part of like the chats and checking comments and trying to tear down other people. That's what she does. This woman is being, in my opinion, is completely burned out. She burned the candle at both ends and now she's got nothing left. And that's just the way this is going to be. And some people will say, well, that's the cost of doing business. That's, that is. And that'd be fine if you didn't have 12 children you need to take care of. Okay, because we know that Josh is not a hands-on dad. He's useless. This guy is useless. And so we can see that by the videos. So Alicia's trying to take all this on. So none of these kids are actually getting parented properly because these parents care more about money than anything else. Even vacations are filmed. Everything is work for these children. Everything. Okay, so that is what's going on. That's where we lead up to this 1 million subscriber thing where Alicia made 200 sandwiches and got called out by the meat company that donated the meat and cheese and said, no, that was not cool. And so now Alicia probably had something different planned for this 1 million subscriber party, but then decided she needs to play defense instead of offense now. Alicia is in massive defensive mode right now. And so she hired a PR firm or Sun and Sky Entertainment saying, okay, we got to figure this out because if you look at any video she does, like this one, which is her 1 million we're snarking on today, 6.5 thousand downvotes compared to 6.1 thousand upvotes. Most of her videos are being ratioed. And I told you in the last video, when you're ratioed that much, eventually your algorithm dies out. You will not be put in as many eyeballs because so many people are like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. If you go to the About section of the Dougherty Dozen page and hit this little flag and just say block user here, that's also one way you can do that so that they won't show up in your front page. A lot of people are pissed, like they keep showing up my front page. Even my wife the other day was like, I'm seeing Dougherty Dozen shorts because likely I talked to her about all this stuff and they're listening, right? So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can hit the downvote and it'll say, we recognize that you don't like this video. We'll try to not suggest it to you later. If thousands upon thousands of people are hitting those downvote buttons like they are, okay, that means that they're not going to suggest that video to anybody else. If you get a prolonged hit of exposure like that, of negative exposure, it's not going to be good in the long run. That's what I'm saying. And so a lot of people are heading over there, hitting the downvote button. Just make sure you don't subscribe and don't give them the view. If you want to watch them somewhere else. Okay, if you really are so interested in watching the train wreck, which I get, I understand that. It's like watching an accident and you can't take your eyes away. Watch it where she doesn't get the view. So anyway, let's get to this video. Let's see and break it down to see what we think. All right, let's go.
Hi everyone, it's the Dougherty.
Oh my God, the laugh. Of all the things she changes, and she watches this show, she reads the Reddit threads, right? You know all that stuff because she actually will change certain things. She stopped drinking on camera completely, said she quit, but we all know that's likely not the case. Okay, she'll change certain things. She'll get a curtain on her kitchen. She'll do certain things because she is listening. But the one thing she won't change is that damn little laugh. And it needs to be said. All these kids are here smiling in front of this camera, except for Zoe, which she even has a half smile on, okay? But that's all fake for the camera. That's not genuine. These kids are working right now. And of course, she has a shirt that says, be kind. Be kind. But do you think it's kind, Alicia, that you exploit these children in their stories? And again, I've downloaded all her videos, and there is some stuff in her past videos that is going to shock you. As we learn more and more about her, I don't even think she realizes what she put on the internet before all this fame. I don't think she understands, because people are held account to their old videos. I am all the time. I might have said something in the past. People are like, oh, look, you said this, right? And that's just the way it is. But she has said some shit and shared some stories that did not need to be shared. And it's bad. And she's been deleting things like crazy. All right, let's continue.
And today is our 1 million subscriber celebration vlog.
Ew. Learn to communicate better. And today is our
We got this from YouTube, and we have not opened it yet because first we
coffee. No?
decided that for our 1 million celebration, 1 million subscriber celebration,
Look at these kids. I know you're not seeing their faces, but they're just like this. I know someone else is behind the camera, but these kids are all being coerced into smiling, and it's really it's creepy vibes, not gonna lie. Not the kids, but they're being forced to. It's creepy.
We have been so fortunate and blessed by this YouTube community,
Have you?
and all of your support that we
You are being ratioed and called out every single day. Is that what you call support? Okay.
decided for our 1 million subscriber celebration vlog, we are going to do Dougherty Doesn't Gives Back.
Give a back.
And we have been giving back to our community all month, and we can't wait to show you everything that we've been doing.
So one of the things she did was, again, this, in my opinion, and you know, I always hesitate because you want to make sure that you're like, okay, if you're doing something good, that's great, right? And I'll say this about Alicia too. She has adopted and fostered kids. That is a great net positive, I think, in the end. But as the more we find out about her, though, the more we realize the net negative it's going to have on their futures. So at the time, yeah, they're in a safer place. They're getting all the food they want. They get all the goodies and all the treats and all the iPads and all the shoes and all that kind of stuff. But in the end, though, for real, though, the long game here, she's not helping them because they need to be in therapy. All of these kids do, even her own. Okay? This dynamic, this family dynamic screams family therapy, and none of them do it. So anyway, so she did this thing where she's like, okay, I'm going to mobilize my platform, and each month you donate to this one thing, and she's going to use her platform to direct people to that platform, to that donation thing. But what really got a lot of people was like, she didn't say she was donating money. She just said she was going to direct you there. And then she gets the credit for that. I don't think she'll get a tax write-off for that, but she gets the credit for it. I think Colleen Ballinger is one of the big things that's happening right now. She does this massive fundraiser every year in her name and raises lots of money. But people want to know, Colleen, are you writing that off in your taxes? Because donations to tax exempt, I don't know what you call it, 401c or whatever you call it. That is dollar for dollar a write-off on your taxes. So she's writing off $250,000 of a donation. That's dollar for dollar she doesn't have to pay in taxes. So it gets a little shady. In her end, I'm not sure she's come out since then and has had to play defense again and said, oh, we'll match those donations. Because if she said that, oh shit, you're going to mobilize people for a good cause against you? That might backfire. What I'm saying is that she says donate to this place. Cool. Wouldn't that be a double win if I get to troll Dougherty Doesn't and charity benefits from it? So if she said she's going to match it dollar for dollar and people go give $200,000 to something, she has to match that dollar for dollar or be a liar, right? I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for there, Lush.
But first, coffee!
Are they all drinking coffee? Idiots. Stop this, but first coffee, then slurping like a douche. Please. Let this, now you're onto this new echelon of million. Stop it. Change this, change the creepy little laugh. Please. Okay? Okay. Ew, gross.
Here we go. This vlog
I thought she got the baby poop nails done for this.
was recorded in December. Most of it on Christmas Eve. I'm going to piece it together and try and make this story for you.
Something is wrong in Alicia's brain. Something is disconnected. Something is wrong because she is, you just got to look at someone's eyes. Look at their demeanor. Look at the way they talk. She's distracted. She can't even say a sentence on camera right now. Okay? Something's wrong.
Of everything that we did in December. We were busy, and I'm sorry that I'm just posting this vlog now.
There was this big space of Dougherty Doesn't where she didn't post anything because people were like, what's going on? And they're like, and they thought she was being calculated about the whole thing, but no. I don't think she realized the ratio she was going to get. I don't think she expected the ratio she got about the amount of shit she bought for her kids, the ungratefulness of her children during Christmas, and then the whole meat and cheese thing that exploded in her face and the 200 sandwiches on a dirty ass table. I don't think she expected that shit. Alicia is weird because she's so calculated in certain ways. She knows what's going to get her views. She knows if she leaves the, oh, my son's girlfriend had left her Crocs in the room. She knows that stuff's going to get talked about. But then I think she doesn't realize the things that actually go big time get her in shit. She doesn't realize it.
In like October, November, when we kind of were seeing that we might hit 1 million subscribers this
Did you think you might hit that? Did you? It's weird.
year, my husband had this idea of like, let's just give back. Like instead of throwing it.
See, now I know what they do. They take this whole bunch of shit to these homeless people, okay? Now, how is that giving back? Like, I understand giving back to your community, but your community isn't the reason that you are who you are on YouTube. That's your followers. And I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I'm just saying that's stupid. It just doesn't make sense, right? You're giving back to people that didn't give you anything. So don't say give back. How about you're saying we're paying it forward or something like that? Because you're not giving back. Those people in the homeless shelters, they don't watch your shit.
Giant party. Let's take that money and give it back for everything that we've been blessed with.
Mm-hmm. But she kept calling it a party. She kept calling it a 1 million subscriber party. And everybody knew that. She wanted to have a 1 million subscriber party. She really did. But it's kind of hard to have a party when nobody likes you. When you have no friends left. You burned every bridge in your community, Alicia. Every single one of them. You burned it all. Because you lie. You incessantly lie. This woman doesn't even do her chores or laundry like you think she does. She hires all that shit out, by the way. Just so you're aware. And then she gets on her video and she tells you that she does it. She doesn't do any of that stuff. She does it for a video and then someone else takes care of the rest, the cleaning and stuff. I don't know if you knew that, but now you know that. So I don't get this bullshit. So when she says I was going to have a party, she meant she was going to have a party. Now I knew initially, now I said it from the beginning when she did her Costco haul, she's probably going to be doing this give to the homeless people. I get that because who buys that many Sunny D's, right? But I honestly believe she was going to do that and have a party. But then shit went down and she's like, well, no, we're not going to do a party. We need to be selfless and film our selflessness.
And so we loved that idea. Our initial thought was to make up bags for the homeless.
What is this bill? Is there like wine behind her? I thought you were done drinking.
And then we were in the midst of all of that, which you saw me do.
Why you're not centered?
The shopping and reaching out to organizations to make sure that there were places for these bags to go to.
No, we didn't. You didn't put that out there, did she? I didn't see that. She is so distracted. Something's wrong with this woman right now.
People reach out to me, and yeah, it was just like a process.
Is it a process to get canceled by the people that said you should donate this meat and cheese to the people who need it instead of make shitty sandwiches on your gross table? Is that the process you're talking? She's like, look, the reason she's, not only is she distracted because something's going on, but she also has to be really careful what she says because we all know that company totally threw her under the bus and deservedly so. So she's really, like, think about this for a second. You can't even have a real conversation with anybody because you have to be so calculated and you have to be so careful of what you say because we'll call your lies out, which ends up being a lie anyway. This woman is crazy.
A wonderful process. So anyways.
Is it?
That we were in the midst of, along with, all of the chaos of Christmas with 12 kids. And then my friend Olivia West reached out to me. Her kids started...
Maybe you could paint your walls or something.
Nonprofit Champions of Change. And she was just telling me they pay for homeless families to stay in a hotel in our community for the holidays so that they are not homeless for the holidays and they...
Yeah. So she's about to say that we donated money to this. Okay, fine. But link it below. Here's how you can do that. Also, if you're only going to pay for somebody to get out of the cold for just Christmas, do better. There's got to be better things you can do. Just give them 2 days at a hotel. Something, right? I mean, here in this province where I live, like if you're a homeless parent with kids, like you are taken care of. Like I know this, okay? You are never out in the street. There's always an option, especially if you have children, okay? This seems weird to me.
A lot of it is volunteer driven and fundraise and everything. And So she was telling me how they had all of these teens. She was like, everyone wants to sponsor the little kids. You know, people want to buy the toys and stuff. So she was just telling me about how she had teens and nobody wanted to sponsor these teens.
I don't believe you.
And then I was like, well...
Nobody?
Oh, we will.
Well, as long as we can film it and show everybody how good we are, we'll help. Alicia, this is what I was saying too. Glad that you're helping. Don't film it. Here's what you can do. Don't film it. Do something good, Alicia, without showing the world you did it. Do something good. Because you literally take away from everything you did by virtue signaling that you did it. Stop. Influencers, stop doing this. It makes you look worse. I promise you.
So that is how it came about that we ended up sponsoring 12 homeless teens for the holidays. And I'll show you that here. The first step in this process was I went to Costco. I did a major shopping haul.
So you're giving them bottled water? Thanks. How about bottles to put water in instead? Your kids all have like $200 water bottles that they've lost. Maybe just find those, clean them up nicely. I'm sure those kids would love that.
For all of this.
And again, if you're going to give homeless people food and support, give them healthy options. Sunny D is not a healthy option. Water's great. I get that. I understand that. But homeless people only get shit. That's all they can afford anyway. People who are poor and live hungry like I did for most of my life, all we ate was shit. So maybe you have enough money, go get some good shit, is what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of the stuff for the homeless bags that we were going to make up, bottled water.
Here's some Pringles, and for your homelessness.
Sunny.
Here's how about a gift card for a restaurant. Here's a gift card for a grocery store. Go buy what you think you should eat. Don't feed them Pringles and Sunny D. That's not going to help anybody.
Snacks. I got clothes. I got socks. And
that's good. That's excellent.
And of course the bread for all the sandwiches.
That you threw in the garbage.
Then we decided that...
Holy shit, that was loud.
We wanted to get each of the teens a pair of Nikes.
Oh my God. This is stupid. Like, I've seen some comments, okay, especially in this thread, where people are like, why would you buy them expensive shoes? That's dangerous for them where they are. That's actually true, everybody. Okay, you are a target if you're rocking $200 Nike shoes where there's lots of crime and homeless people. I'm not saying don't get them quality things, but get them quality things that are quality. If you're going to buy somebody something, especially in New York in the winter, a pair of sneakers probably isn't going to, especially in New York State in the winter, a pair of sneakers isn't going to help. How about a pair of nice boots? You're going to spend $200 on a pair of shoes. Go get them some Blundstones. Go get them a really nice pair of winter boots that may not look flashy, but they're actually amazing. That's probably what you should have bought these people. And this is how Alicia thinks. She doesn't have any thought process into what these people actually need. The socks and the jogging pants, and that is great. Okay, but Sunny D, Pringles, and Nikes? No. Very dumb. Maybe you should have called somebody first and said, what are the biggest needs of these homeless teenagers? What do they really need? Okay, gift card to the food that they like, or the grocery store so you can pick up what they want. Okay, a nice pair of decent boots for the winter, and a nice jacket. Probably easily. And I wouldn't have been upset.
So I went and did that.
Unbelievable. So she had to get the information on these children because she has all their sizes. So she did that. She has the information on them. So instead of asking what are their sizes, hey, what do they need? Do these kids have winter boots and winter jackets? I'd like to buy them a nice pair of those things that will last them a couple of seasons. Oh, she cut something out here in the audio. Something was cut out there.
Plus a McDonald's gift card.
No, oh my God. No! Dickhole! Get him something good. I guess, what would you expect? She thinks she's feeding this shit to her kids. You think she's going to do something better with it? You think she's going to feed homeless kids something better? No, man. There's so many more options. How about gift cards to Wegmans? They got some good subs and shit. Not McDonald's, dumbass.
I went to Walmart
and again, don't forget, every time she's like, look at what I got these people. I'm going to film it, make sure you know how amazing I am, right? I'm so amazing.
And I wanted to get 200 candy canes, plus I needed sandwiches.
That's stupid. How about a gift card for Walmart?
Sandwich meat and toiletries.
Whoa. So that was that Dietz company So because she was called out by them, she had to go reimburse the meat and cheese that she's going to donate. Interesting. An axe. Wow, that's... No, don't.
I did a lot of online shopping because Amazon actually has, if you type in things and put in bulk, you can find a lot of items in
Winter beanies and gloves, good one.
bulk.
Fleece blankets, good.
So
like it.
all of that online and stuff to wrap the teens' presents
I like that windproof ski mask one.
with.
See, there's the water bottles. So why did you have to buy them plastic water bottles?
I decided to
And those are shitty
get
ones.
the teens each a water bottle,
Notebooks.
a teddy bear, a
So one person's getting a nice blanket.
notebook, a
Anti-theft laptop
blanket,
backpacks.
and a backpack. Those are blankets. Aunt Kiki's coming over to put their names on those.
So I guess they're all going to sit here and just pack this up. Oh my God, here we go. She's going to put this on a tripod and literally just film for an hour.
Hey, come on.
You all open too?
Hey, yeah, right.
Guys, stop.
They're kids. Let them be kids.
I love how Dad just did that.
Kicks it under.
Hi, Dad.
Really? Really?
Okay.
First, we're doing the 12
Kids.
teens. Then tomorrow morning, we're gonna get all this stuff to the city.
Okay, Blake.
Oh my God.
But there's just so no.
Okay, so you use.
On the front.
See,
All right. So look, I get that she's being nice. So you got to give her credit where credit's due. She's giving them something they need: a blanket, a hoodie, or a blanket, hoodie, jogging pants, socks, hats, scarves, mitts. Love it. Perfect. Inside that, also put a gift card for Walmart. No, here's McDonald's instead. Go eat some bullshit. Then there's gonna be Sunny D in there and a teddy bear. No. If she knows what size each of those children are, why don't you just put a little info? Hey, what do you need? Is there something you need? Let me hook you up. I know it sounds like I'm being really biased, and I sort of am. And so I really want to make sure that we recognize that, yes, she's doing something good here. So that's great. But then it kind of all disappears when she realizes that she's doing this, and she's going to get paid big bucks to do this, by the way, everybody. She gets 300,000 views on this. That's going to pay for all that plus some. Okay, she's pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. This is going to make her money. Unless if you look on her video and it says because you can do this on your videos, right? You can say, if she was giving away to, if she was doing a fundraiser based on not her views, but if people would give like super chats and stuff, it goes, you can relegate that to go to a fundraiser. Nowhere do I see a clickable link to a fundraiser that she's doing. She talks about this place that hooked her up with, how do you do this? I don't see that anywhere. It's not here. So she's already at almost 100,000 views on this, and it was posted 2 days ago. She'll probably get 200,000 views on this, and she'll make money on this. She'll make money virtue signaling, and that's what gets a lot of people upset, because we know Alicia's not like this. She's forced to do this because she was called out and ratioed for the past month for being a douchebag. This isn't out of the kindness of her heart, and she didn't even say it was her idea. She said it was Josh's idea. So this isn't out of her goodness. This is out of a need to look good. That's it. That's a big difference, everybody. Okay.
No.
What the? Wait, what? What's going on here?
They get the colorful ones.
And candy canes are gross. Unless you get like cherry or like flavored blueberry or something, raspberry. Mint ones? Yuck. Okay, so Aunt Kiki's here, the rip shit. Those are the kids' names? Ezekiel. Those are the kids' names in Comic Sans. Is she putting these kids' names on the internet? You better effing not, Alicia. Are you putting them on their backpacks in Comic Sans? You better not.
Yeah, Aunt Kiki's here. She's putting the names on the blankets.
Okay. Fine. Blankets. It's still Comic Sans. But you shouldn't be showing the names, assholes.
Going to.
She's showing the names.
Okay. Yeah, these are all lined up.
Oh my God, she's doing it. And if you keep using Comic Sans because you're trolling everybody who hates the comic, and again, you're trolling us by trolling us with a gift you're giving to a homeless youth. Cool. Do better. Comic Sans is not it. These are teenagers. They're not 3. They're not in preschool.
With the heat pressed down, hit the enter button. It counts to 20 seconds because this one needs 20 seconds.
Kiki, chilling the cigarettes.
And then once that
Socks, pants, sweatshirt.
I can't get over the Nikes. I'm sorry, it's stupid. But I hope some of these kids sell those damn shoes and go buy what they want. I hope they do that. And a lot of people would be upset with me saying that. Like, oh, they got a gift, they're going to sell it. Go for it. It's yours. Do what you want with it. That's why I'm saying, why don't you just like give them a gift card for Dick's Sporting Goods? For in the same, whatever you think you spend on those shoes, like $150 a piece, $150 at Dick's. Go buy the ones that you want. Alicia can't pick shit out to save her life anyway. She's bad at gift giving. I'm just saying there's better ways to do this that allows that person choice. Here's a teddy bear you're going to throw in the garbage. Cool. They're teenagers, man. They don't need teddy bears.
I love you too.
Wow, this just goes, eh? It just goes. Holy shit.
All I said is that I know them.
Well, we're gonna help decorate the room.
Decorate the room. The hotel room with what? Decorate with a Bon Appetit sign? What are you putting in the room? Velveeta? What are you putting in there? Don't do it. Your decorations are shit.
Yeah.
Because like
So they get to go in these kids' rooms? I guess maybe they're paying for them. Okay, cool. But that's really weird. Just get the concierge to drop the gifts off. Don't go in other people's spaces.
in English class, we watched the video for on Alex show.
All right, we are.
Here's all their names, everybody. The homeless youth that need privacy. Here's their names. I need to give you the. Ugh.
It took, I don't know, probably 4 hours in total.
Wow, 4 hours? That's such giving back. Here's what you need to do. Do this silently. And I know people are like, well, then you'd call her out for not giving back. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't call her out for something I didn't know. Or she could just say, hey guys, this Christmas we decided to give back. We're not going to show you what we did, but we urge you to donate to these places. She can even say a little bit, you know what? We helped a couple of youth and we heard from this person that teenagers are very likely not going to get sponsored, so we encourage you to do that. That's it. That's all you have to say. We did some stuff. We're not going to show you, but we did some stuff. That's it. And they'd be like, well, you'd call her out anyway. I wouldn't. Go for it. I would have actually been like, man, I'm impressed. I know you guys don't think I would do that, and some people don't think I would do that. I would do that. If you said, look, we've done this thing, we're not going to show you, and you were specifically saying, hey, we did some cool stuff, but we're not going to show you because we don't think it's appropriate. I'd be like, hey, fucking high five to you. Excellent work. Finally, some redeeming qualities that we can see. But that's not what's happening here.
Okay, we are here to deliver the presents for the teens.
It's winter.
For Christmas. So let's go deliver them. Okay.
Here's the hotel they're all staying at.
You're gonna hand them out. Okay. So we put them in garbage bags because it is raining here in Rochester.
She literally said where they are in Rochester. Are you?
Hold on. Wait for us. I can hold 3.
Just go get one of those trolleys. But likely it's going to be a hotel that's not the highest of standards. That's what I'm saying. Which is fine. I mean, at least they're out of the cold. They're in place for winter. You got to give her credit for that. That's great. If she's indeed the one doing this. Which it sounds like she went through an organization and she probably helped with it.
Hey, twins, can you hold maybe more than one? No? Too heavy? I can.
Looks like they're down a dark alley. Is Batman there?
Try not to drop it.
Here's the hotel they're staying at. What an asshole.
That's very nice. Okay. We're going up to the 2nd floor.
It's like Ocean City.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure we all wear matching green shirts.
Oh my god. These are heavy.
Can these kids just leave the house without matching? Can we just have a petition for that? I'm literally gonna make a change.org petition. Alicia, stop dressing your kids in matching shit.
And then they look.
amazing. Okay, 14, and I think that might be the last one. Yes. Okay. 1,
Just dragging that shit in the ground.
2, 3. It's in this. Come on.
Wait, what's that called?
Yes. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different rooms.
Santa, please stop here. Okay, that's cool. That's cute. I like that.
Wonderful. All right, so wanna come on in? Hello. Come on in. What do you think?
So shit's already decorated. Is that what Alicia did?
You did an awesome job. It looks so pretty. And this
Who did this?
is adjoining room,
Alicia said she was going to decorate. Did she do this or did the hotel do it?
so you can go into the next room too. It's also
Wow.
So Alicia didn't do that because it looks so decent.
Whoa.
Or is that the shit that Alicia bought? Did she? I don't know. I know she bought Gatorades, but did she buy the oranges and stuff? I don't think so. 'Cause she doesn't buy oranges for people.
Cool, right?
yeah. To get all your gifts under there. Want to get so the
That's really nice. So I gotta be real. Whoever's doing this for people at Christmas, kudos. You guys find out who it is, and I'll put my name behind this. I'll donate some money to this organization. That is great. I'll do it locally because we need that locally, but this is great. And Alicia, again, give credit where credit is due. She's doing something nice. It's great. But you can't ever forget the fact that she also has a camera on it every 2 seconds filming it.
we have gifts for all the
Did you see how I'm
Just cut that lady's things off. We have gifts for all. Cut off. Oh no, don't tell you have other gifts. We have gifts.
putting these together?
So she says she's going to the hotel to decorate, but she didn't. It was already decorated. What is she saying?
So that all of Eliza's presents are together. Different room.
She's literally saying names.
It's awesome. Okay, now we're going up to the 3rd floor to deliver more presents.
These people are staying at this hotel on the 3rd floor.
Let's do another hotel room up there.
I love
Yeah, we know that she didn't buy that stuff, so this is like the hotel's doing this. This is great.
really just like putting
Good for that hotel.
different areas.
Was that Cheesies?
Like the tree.
That guy just smacked his brother's ass. Okay. Okay. It's a nice blanket.
So cute.
Again, this is somebody's private place that they're staying for Christmas, and Alicia has to show the world it. So, yes, a good thing that is going on, and I will reiterate that. But at the same time, she's like, look, I'm showing you guys all this private shit that you shouldn't be seeing with your eyes. It is not cool, and it's not fair.
It's just all so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, it feels
There it is. Okay.
good to have that part
Champions of Change. Our mission is to empower people of all ages, cultures, and backgrounds to serve as change agents in their own communities, perform little deeds that have huge impact. That's cool.
of our donations dropped off, and we can't wait for them to open them on Christmas morning. We
Oh, here's my donation. I have to show you that I donated. Just stop, Alicia. Stop it.
also made a monetary donation online to help
You're gross for doing that. You're gross.
cover the cost of their hotel rooms.
$1,000 for 12 hotel rooms? That seems really cheap. But maybe the hotel is like offsetting the cost. Saying, hey, look, super cheap rate, 2 nights, $1,000. I'd do that too. And now here comes Sandwich Gate.
So once we had that done, we decided to move on to making our bags for the homeless. You all have seen my sandwich making video.
Yeah, we have. We saw what happened.
That was my first task. I wanted to make 200 sandwiches
And not clean the table in between.
for 200 homeless people. So
So she's admitting it here. You will eat mayonnaise and cheese and you will like it, asshole. That's gross, man.
that was what I did first. And then we worked together to make up the bags.
I won't believe her unless I see her in this video handing sandwiches to homeless people. I won't believe her.
All right, we have everything.
This is great.
Wow.
This is great. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, blankets, hats, scarves. Love that. That's great.
To make up these.
But not Sunny D. Just chill, lady. Give them a gift card for a grocery store. Here's piles of sugar.
Bags. Everyone's gonna come over here, grab a bag, put in a blanket, put in a washcloth.
What you should have done is given these homeless people backpacks. That's a good one.
That's like probably one of the best gifts you can give someone, like a really, really solid thing to carry their shit in. That's what I mean. A little expensive for her taste, but you know what I'm saying?
Put in a bar of soap.
That's, I don't know how I feel about that. That looks like it came from a hotel. Yeah, I guess.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, comb,
You need a comb and soap. Here you go.
scarf, hat, mittens,
Mittens.
Sunny D, bottled water.
Okay, so the bottles weren't for the homeless people. They're for, okay, great.
Nature Valley granola bar,
And
Pringles,
Nothing healthy in candy
candy
canes.
cane, and a sandwich.
Oh, here's a sandwich. Again, that's great. I'm not saying any little bit helps is what I'm saying. I get that. Just don't have to film it. And I don't... So, again, the people thought the sandwiches were going to a place where they would disperse them. But I've, like, 200 packs of food. Who's going out to do that? Are you taking your children out to the streets where homeless people are? Because that's a little dangerous. Unless you hire security, then I'm cool with that. Are you breaking off? 6 kids go with dad, 6 kids go with mom, take a security guy each, and you just go drop off 100 each? That's cool. I'd see that's a pretty good idea.
Here's an example of what one of the bags contains. Dash, come on. No one, like, really? Dash, that's right. No one wants to be on our side.
Do you blame him? Yelly McYellerson?
Okay, listen.
So apparently something happens here, and obviously I'll try to blank out as much as I can, but Nevaeh's sitting there. Doesn't look like she wants to be there. But watch what happens.
For part of our 1 million Dash Dougherty, listen, let's move that laundry basket. For part of our 1 million subscriber celebration, we are handing out bags to...
So someone just smashed Nevaeh on her ass, and she's like, and nobody did anything?
homeless people in Rochester.
I don't know which one it was, though. Was it the twin, or was it Dash?
Celebration, we are handing out...
Oh, it was Dash. Dash smacked Nevaeh on the butt and just stood there. Okay, look, I get sibling things going on, but that's weird. And they didn't even address it, but somebody called this out, and then she deleted it from the video. Oh. It's really weird what she will delete and what she won't delete. But that's at a moment, a teachable moment. Hey, that's inappropriate to touch someone like that without their consent. This is a grown woman, basically. I know she's only 14, but she's for all intents and purposes, is basically a grown woman. You do not touch somebody in that type of manner, brother, sister, not, okay, without their consent. There's like a dynamic there, and there was a teachable moment. Instead of that, she just deleted it. They don't give a shit. That's really, really telling.
Bags to the homeless people in Rochester.
She's listening. He just smacked my butt.
200 bags.
And he's just sitting there.
All work together, we can do this really fast.
That's really weird, man.
So I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. You're gonna
But why did she cut this part out? Interesting.
grab this bag down here. You're gonna put in a blanket,
Really, you put one of everything. Got it.
a washcloth, a Sunny D.
So you didn't get enough hats and mittens for everybody. God damn well enough Sunny D though. You need a hat and mittens. That's what you should have overgot. So you don't have enough for the homeless people for the thing they actually need the most? That's great.
A water, a granola bar, a Pringles, a candy cane, and in these boxes are sandwiches.
Those are just going in line.
We're gonna look at this and be like, I don't like mayonnaise.
And you go all the way down the line, and once you're done, you bring it down.
So one thing I give her credit for is that this is a great teachable moment for your children. This is the only thing we've ever seen Alicia do with her children that actually teaches them anything outside of just receiving and getting and thinking and like themselves. So this is a moment where Alicia does get credit for, finally, you did something that shows your kids that giving back is one of the most important things you could do. And this is great. This is an exercise that they got to do as a family, and they probably all felt really great about it. This is a good moment for the Dougherty dozen. One we've been searching for, high and low. Thank God she did this. But let's see what happens after.
Why are your feet wet?
You look like you're peeing. I got it. We originally thought like all of us would go, but Josh's truck is completely full.
You have a 15-passenger van. Fill the truck, put the kids in the van. What is this excuse she's saying right now? What, we originally thought we'd all go? No, what she's about to do is probably go give this to a center, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But she's not going to hand this out to 200 homeless people. It's not happening. There's no way, because she would film that. She filmed herself giving a donation in PayPal. You don't think that she would put the camera on while she's handing it out to homeless people? She does all this, and all of a sudden at this moment, she's not going to do it. Oh, we were going to go together. Now you're not? I don't believe you. It's all because of Sandwichgate, too. That's what this is all about. She knows that those sandwiches are going to get taken out of that bag and thrown in the garbage because they're not going to get used if she hands them to a place that's going to hand them out to homeless people. It's not going to happen. Plus, don't forget when I say this. When you do things like this, it's great. I love it, okay? But don't forget that your money goes 10 times farther than you buying a bag of really cheap stuff on Amazon. So instead of paying, let's say she spent $2,000 on all this stuff, that same $2,000 goes 10 times as far when you donate it to an organization that spends it on homeless people. Now, you do have to be careful with who you donate to, and you better do your research, because there are some organizations that give like 10 cents on the dollar of what you give. So in that case, it might be easier. See, I get what she's trying to say here. She wants to personally hand this to the person that needs it. And I would say, yes, that's cool. But she doesn't do that, right? It's just, I'd say if you want your money to go the farthest, to have the most impact on people that need food or housing, donate to food banks. Donate cash to food banks. Okay, that is volunteer run, generally volunteer run, and they will be able to triple the spending power of that money.
Like, full. The whole thing.
Okay. You have a 15-passenger van. Did you forget that or something? We got it. It's full. We got it. Okay. Were you going to put 12 kids in a truck or something? What is this excuse that she's making right now?
I am just going. My kids are worn out anyways.
Oh, are they worn out from packing a couple of bags? That's nice. Are you serious right now? I don't care if you're worn out. We're working hard to help other people, and sometimes that's not the most enjoyable thing in the world, but we're doing this as a family. So now they're worn out from what? These kids don't do anything. They play video games all day long. Why are you lying about weird things, Alicia? Again, the weird things that she lies about. When she ignores all the big shit that she's going to get called out for, but then lies about the tiny shit that really doesn't matter. Really weird, man.
Oh, that's fine.
And why is your angle different? I saw this on Dougherty Snarkety on Reddit. Someone was saying, why is the angle wrong? Usually she films this and shows you where she's going. Now she's filming upwards. She doesn't want you to know where she's going.
I'm going to start at one shelter and then go to another one.
Yeah.
And then the rest are going to, there's just a lot of homeless population on the street.
That's what you should have done. Again, now that she's admitted she's going to homeless shelters, hand this stuff out. They are not going to give those homeless people sandwiches that she made on her table. Those are going in the garbage. She should have donated the bread, the meat, the cheese, the mayonnaise, all that separately in a big box that was refrigerated. Probably should have bought it the day before too, not a week ago, and handed that to the places here. Set up this, they can make their own sandwich. It's really weird because you know why it pisses me off? Because she did that to make content with it. Look at, I'm making 200 sandwiches. She had to do it for a TikTok. That was the most important thing to her. Not the actual way to do it properly so that most people would get what they wanted, right? She needed to make a viral TikTok about it. And that's why she's backed herself into a corner, because content matters more to her than anything else.
So we will seek them out.
Will you seek them out? I don't think you're going to seek them out. By yourself? You're going to go down into where all the homeless people are? By yourself? What? She won't take her kids to Comic-Con without security, but she'll go down where all the homeless people are by herself? Does anybody believe that? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying she's not doing that. She's lying to you. And why? Just go do the thing, man. Go do it. Go do the thing you say you are going to do. But then you lie about it and you're sneaky and just weird about it. If you were going to make these things for 200 homeless, then go give it to 200 homeless people.
Okay, I just got to the first shelter. I've been in contact with them for a month or so. They have up to about 75 guests per night.
House of Mercy. Okay.
It's a nice shelter. Looks good.
On top of the bed,
As soon as we opened the door, people flooded in. Sister Grace Miller could see the homeless was being brought. Okay.
we also wanted to make a monetary donation to the House of Mercy as well.
But you don't show yourself dropping that shit off? Interesting. Just pulling outside and opening a door? I don't believe you. Also, you're in a van and all the shit was in the truck. So what are we looking at here? Why is she being weird about this?
The person at the House of Mercy told me that the Open Door Mission also needed donations, so that is where I headed next to drop off more bags and make a monetary donation.
Don't forget, everybody, these monetary donations are amazing. But she gets to write that off dollar for dollar in her tax returns. And I think something huge is going on with the Dougherty dozen. I think Alicia thought she was doing something that she could legally get away with. And I think the IRS has different plans for all that shit. So again, what I'm saying she is doing is spending money on her vacations, groceries, Christmas hauls, everything else, the thousands and tens of thousands that she spends a month, mortgage probably, car payments, truck payments, Jeep payments, all that shit is being paid with Dougherty Dozen LLC money or whatever they call their LLC. She's paying all that with business money. And she's probably giving herself a tiny salary so she pays less state and federal taxes. But what happens is that's going to catch up to her and they're going to say, you can't do this. And if she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on all those things and she wasn't allowed to, she's going to get destroyed by the IRS. I don't think it's illegal it is illegal, but I think what they'll do is they'll audit her and then she'll have to pay back every penny with interest if she doesn't do this properly. That's what I think is going on. And so that's great. Donations are great. Don't ever not donate. But know that you can get tax returns for that shit. That's great. I think that's a good incentive that the government gives people to donate to people. I think that's great. That's a net positive. But of course, she has to showing every donation she just made, but at the same time pulling up to a thing, walking to the door, and then that's all you see. The puzzle pieces are not coming together properly here because we know who she is because she has showed us time and time again who she is, and that is not who she is. She didn't drop off anything.
After that, I drove around the city and found people that were homeless and gave them bags.
And you're not going to show one, even by blanking them out? Nothing? You're not going to show one? Let's see.
Okay.
Unless she's in Josh's, it looks like she might be in the truck herself. Why is she going out by herself to do this? Where is everybody? Where's Josh? Come on, man. It doesn't add up.
I'm going to head home.
Oh, are you tired after being over half an hour?
Sorry, I didn't record more of the actual donating and just pretty much the...
Nothing. You didn't record you dropping it off? Nothing. You didn't record any of that stuff. What do you mean, sorry you didn't record it? Why didn't you record it? Tell me why.
Making up of the donating, I guess if I were homeless, I wouldn't want to be filmed.
Oh, but you'll put their names on their blankets and take you to the hotel that they're staying at. You'll do that, though. Is that what she's saying right now? She's just really going to say that? So you're showing all the donations you made to all the places you did. You made them sandwiches, you did all. You're putting the names on the kids that you sponsored, but you draw the line at showing you actually donating somebody to somebody. You can blank somebody out. Just show us one. Just show us one, because now we don't believe you, and you're lying about weird shit, man. And she always does that face. They lost all their games. I don't want to show you homeless people. It's because you're lying, Alicia. You're damn lying. And I hope she's not lying. Really, I hope in the end she's just telling the truth. I didn't want to show because she knew she'd get ratioed for that. But does she not realize she's going to get ratioed for showing all the donations she made, for putting those kids' names on the blankets and taking to the hotel rooms that they're staying at? You can say one thing about you don't want to film homeless people, and I get that, and kudos to you, high five. But you didn't do that for the other side. How does that make any sense? So that we're forced to draw conclusions because of the way you put your content together. And it looks like you were out for half an hour. It's still light out. How long did you go for?
It was successful.
You didn't even... What you could have done is just leave the camera in the truck on this angle. Hey, do you need something? Hand a bag out your window. You don't have to show anybody. Nothing like that. Nobody believes you, Alicia. Nobody believes you. And maybe she did record it, and so when people like me call her out, she's like, look, I did do it. And that'd be good. And then I give you a high five. But until you stop lying and be really, really weird about what you're doing, I'm going to assume that you're a jackass who's a selfish idiot. That's what we're going to assume because that's what you've shown us.
Well, at least as a perspective builder for my kids, which is what I was hoping.
Was that a perspective builder? You made them put up bags and then didn't take them out to actually give that out to people? That's the perspective building. We've done this as a family. We've taken a wagon full of stuff downtown. It was actually not a really net positive situation. It was like a few years ago. We decided the exact same thing she did. This is years and years and years ago. And it was actually a bad experience because we were giving out stuff and most people were like, cool. But most people would like pick through it and say, no, I don't want that. And they'd throw it. I don't need this shit. Honestly, we gave away, I think, 30 packages away and maybe 20 of them, they're like, I don't need this shit. And they'd throw it. They were like, I want money or give me something else. And and it was a bad experience. We never did it again. I don't know why I was thinking, because I was at church and we were trying to do this, like there was this days of giving thing. The church was challenging all its people inside the church to go do something for the community. And we did that. We didn't record or anything. That wasn't what it was about. And so we did that as a family. It ended up being really, really weird. And those people that we were giving that stuff to were really not cool about it. And it was a wake up call for me to say, okay, look, that's not how you support these people. It's just not. It was a wake up call. And we donate money to food banks. That's what you do instead, man. The people who really need it. So again, if you really want to give your kids direction and make them feel good about what they're doing, take them with you to do this. That is actually, go to New York City and do this. We used to do this as serve projects. We used to go to Toronto and Montreal and all these places and serve homeless people. And man, it is one of the biggest wake-up calls for somebody. I mean, for me, though, growing up, I didn't grow up privileged. So for me, it was like, hey, it's normal. But for people who grow up privileged, it actually is a very big wake-up call. And it is really cool to see that when you help people, what it makes you feel like. And she didn't even get that part right. So sad.
Because they're pretty spoiled.
Yeah. Why are they spoiled, Alicia? Oh, that couldn't be your fault, is it? It's your fault.
Not spoiled rotten.
Yes, they are spoiled rotten, you douchebag. They are completely spoiled rotten. They don't appreciate anything.
Just...
They are 158,000% spoiled rotten.
Spoiled blessed.
No, they're not spoiled blessed. They're spoiled rotten because their behavior is rotten. There's a way to be spoiled and still be appreciative. I get that. Yeah, my kids are pretty spoiled and they are very appreciative of what they have. Okay, my kids are not spoiled rotten. They're spoiled, but they also appreciate everything they have. And I love that about my kids. Her kids are spoiled rotten because the attitude is rotten.
And I think for them
Such a liar.
to realize that some people will be spending Christmas not in the house.
Oh, okay. What you just shown your kids here, Alicia, and that's good. I'm glad you did the thing. Even if you didn't hand out the shit, whatever. At least they were part of making it. That is a net positive. But what you just showed your kids here is that I can't do anything even good without showing my fan base and making money off it. That's all you showed your children. Everything we do in this family, guys, is content. From this point forward, whatever. Christmas, birthdays, puberty, freaking events, doing good deeds. Everything is monetized. That's all you taught your children here. You didn't teach them shit. Sorry. You did this all wrong.
Not in bed. Not with heat. Not with food. It's kind of one of those things that's so easy.
Is she really going to sit here and wax how she's fucking Mother Teresa right now? Because if she does that, you can kiss my left ass cheek. Don't you dare do this. And then in the same breath, in the same week, go buy exorbitant amounts of food and nastiness and iPads and shoes and shit for your children. You don't get to sit here and say, well, there's some people go without. And then again, right in the next moment, go to Wegmans and spend $3,000 on sugar. Do you not understand that here? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? The messaging is wrong. You're wrong. Do you want to show how awesome you are? Prove it. Walk the walk. Don't talk the talk. Because you're a liar.
To look away and pretend it doesn't exist. But
you're basically pretending it doesn't exist because you do all these things that virtue signal how amazing you are. And in the moment where people wanted proof of you, because you have a lot of haters who are waiting for you to do something so they could say, okay, great, she did this thing. And you didn't do the thing. That's really weird to a lot of people, Alicia. The weird lies.
there's a large population here in Rochester of homeless people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We didn't do anything. Your fans didn't do anything. I mean, they enabled you to have money to be able to do that. But did you make a donation in name of your fans or something? No, I didn't see that either. You did a donation in your name that you write off dollar for dollar because
You probably needed to. End of year donations to write off? Yeah, you needed to.
Because we couldn't have done this without you.
That's the only truthful thing she said in this damn video. You couldn't. And those people who are watching her, stop hate watching her. Stop watching this shit and enabling it.
All of this.
Oh, it's so you know, you get that. Nope.
Amazing.
She's gross.
And I appreciate you.
She's trying to conjure a tear or something here. There's not enough moisture in your body for a tear. Save it. Because you don't drink enough water. Tears like 100% White Claw.
Our New Year's resolution as a family is to spread more love and kindness and continue to give back on a regular basis.
Shut up.
So we have decided that in the new year, every month we are going to create a fundraiser for a different organization that is meaningful to us, and that we will donate match up to $2,500 a month.
Here you go. Donate match up to $2,500. I think did she add this after? I don't know, maybe. So she's going to donate match $2,500 a month. So guys, enable that. You hold her to account and you go give you make sure that those organizations get $2,500 because she's going to shell out $2,500 a month. You force her to do that. You force her to do it.
To that organization for January.
And she won't prove it though, obviously.
We are doing the MK Gandhi Institute for Nonviolence. You can find that in our website, drdoughertydoesn't.com. Thank you for
And the whole thing at the end of this, too, think about this for a second. This is all just a big ruse because she was called out for being a greedy bastard. This was not out of the goodness and the kindness of her heart. This was a necessity made by someone like Josh or someone who's paying attention to the actual fan base and the hate base. And they're saying, we got to do something. And they didn't even show the award. That's funny.
Time with us, and thank you for watching our 1 million subscribers celebration. We have not looked at this yet, so this is going to be our very first time that we are seeing this. So we're going to see it with you. Drum roll.
Clearly you opened it already.
Whoa! It's so shiny!
No, that.
Ill-gotten gains. You don't deserve it. You're gross. Well, there you go, everybody. I mean, that's my take on this whole thing. Couple of net positives that she actually probably did something good, which is great. Donating to homeless people, awesome. Love it. The money, all that's great. But you can't miss this other side of this thing where she was just forced to do this because she looks like a shitbag every day. If you're forced to be good, you're not good. You're not. And you did a good thing. It doesn't make you a good person. And I think she got lots of great comments from people, even in the Reddit, in Dougherty Snarky. Some were like, yeah, I gave her credit where credit's due. And we tried to do that here. I hope I did give her some credit. But in the end, such a weird thing that she leaves out of all this thing. She'll tell you everything about the homeless kids that she's sponsoring. Their names and everything, where they're staying, what they got them, their shoe size, everything. But then when rubber meets the road to handing out 200 things to homeless people, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to show you that. Because Alicia, you didn't do it. You went by yourself? You didn't do it, man. We know you didn't do it because you would have shown us. Just bullshit. She dropped all that shit off at one place. They threw the sandwiches in the garbage, and they probably stacked all the stuff she gave into these shelves, and they're going to delve it out as they need to. That's what's going to happen. And all you had to do was be truthful about it, Alicia. All you had to do is come out and say, guys, you know what? The meat and cheese thing, my bad. There was a miscommunication. I'm sorry. I had good intentions. I made the sandwiches for homeless people, but I just misread something, and I'm wrong about that. I did a little more research. I found out that you're not supposed to do this, and next time I'll do better. Imagine she did that. How her fans would be like, they would mobilize to be like, see, she apologized. She did this one thing. That's ammo she would have had. That is something finally she would have been held accountable for to herself. And she would have had a lot of people been like, okay, what are you going to say about that? Good for you. You learned a lesson. Thank you for being held accountable. Right? But she didn't do that. She just fucking lied to everybody instead and lied about like homeless people thing. So don't miss that, everybody. When you lie about being a good person, oh my God, it's like 10 times worse than being a bad person. You're donating because you're forced to, because you think that's going to make you look better. You are nasty. Just do better. You're gross. Everybody take a deep breath. Not a very snarky one, but one that we have to, like, I'm glad that she did this so we can call her out in this behavior because this is just unacceptable. Okay? Just start. These people get so tied up in their lies that they can't reverse out of them. Imagine you have to live your life lying to strangers on the internet. Oh my God, what an existence. Ugh. Get wrecked, Alicia. Piss off into the sun. Nobody likes you. You don't even go here, but you go here. And I think you're amazing, incredible, and valuable. This Christmas and this New Year, if you have a little bit of extra cash, do me a favor. Donate cash or check or whatever to a local food bank or somewhere where they can take that money and exponentially make it into more things for people. But don't tell anybody, because I won't. You guys are amazing. Don't fly flare. I'll see you tomorrow.